Welcome to the Rugby Obsession Deep Dive.
Wow. The buzz, it's still absolutely there, isn't it? Seeing the Springboks lift that Rugby Championship trophy again and doing it so decisively.
Well, it just shows why they're, top of the world.
It really does. Fantastic achievement.
But now we've sort of moved past the champagne moments, haven't we? And the real work, perhaps the even bigger win for SA Rugby, for the fans too, is unfolding behind the scenes.
That's spot on. Look, the on-field success is brilliant, confirms the strategy is working, but the real strategy kicks in now.
Mm-hmm.
How do you keep it going?
Right.
So yeah, we're shifting focus from match tactics to, well, organizational tactics.
Oh.
And top of the list, the absolute priority for SA Rugby is nailing down Rassie Erasmus long term.
That's what this deep dive is all about. The details, the, frankly, unprecedented ambition behind these contract talks.
It's all about trying to guarantee that dominance continues, maybe for another decade.
Exactly. And the sources we've looked at suggest things are moving fast, very focused negotiations. Now, because this story is genuinely massive for the Boks' future,
It really is.
we'd really encourage you, if you haven't already, subscribe to Rugby Obsession. You'll want to follow how this whole thing plays out.
Definitely. Okay, so picture this. The final whistle goes, celebrations, then bang. The squad, it basically evaporates.
Yeah, instant dispersal.
You got your SA-based guys heading home, probably for about 5 minutes rest,
If then.
and the overseas players straight on planes back to their clubs, Japan, UK, France. That part's normal, happens every time.
But the coaches, no break for them, right? They have to, jump straight from the championship pressure cooker into planning this massive end-of-year tour?
Pretty much, yeah. No rest. Their immediate, number one task now is gearing up for that 5-match tour.
Yeah.
Europe and the UK in November.
And it's a tough one. The opponents are, let me see, Japan, then France.
Italy, Ireland, and Wales.
Right, Ireland and Wales. That's a brutal run. Requires, total focus.
Absolutely. Which brings us to the timing of these Rassie talks.
Yeah, I was thinking that. You don't want this huge contract negotiation sort of hanging over everyone while they're trying to figure out how to beat France or Ireland, do you?
Exactly. That's precisely why SA Rugby is hitting the accelerator now.
Yeah.
The thinking is, the championship's done, there's a small window here before the tour logistics completely take over.
Get the paperwork sorted.
Get the ink dry. Remove that uncertainty before Rassie and the team have to dive headfirst into planning for the Northern Hemisphere teams. It's smart, operationally.
Okay. So let's get into the specifics of this ambition, because here's where it gets really interesting, isn't it? We know Rassie's current deal runs until the 2027 World Cup, at least. But given the success, back-to-back World Cups, continued dominance, he's got to be the hottest property in coaching.
Globally, yes.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. And our sources confirm that, there's understandable interest. That's the phrase used.
Typical, yeah.
Rival countries, big clubs.
Yeah.
They're already sniffing around, thinking about poaching him after 2027.
So SA Rugby isn't just playing defense for 27. They're going on the attack.
Massively so.
Yeah.
It's actually quite audacious, really. The goal isn't just keeping him for the next World Cup. They are actively negotiating right now to extend his contract until after the 2031 World Cup.
Wow. 2031 in the USA.
Yep, that far out.
That's practically a decade from his return. What's the thinking behind that specific date? Is it just about locking him down, or is there more to it, 2031?
Well, it's both. Primarily, it's about achieving what the sources call an unprecedented period of coaching continuity.
Right, stability.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This isn't just about Rassie, the individual. It's about embedding the culture, the systems, the whole high-performance environment he's built. Historically, the Boks have had these damaging cycles of chopping and changing coaches.
Yeah, leading to dips in form.
Always. So locking him in until 2031, that covers 2 full World Cup cycles. Maximum stability going into Australia 27, and then, crucially, into that huge American market for the 31 World Cup.
That makes a lot of sense. Stability as the platform, but with an eye on the sort of commercial horizon with the USA World Cup. And look, it helps that things have been so successful, obviously.
Immense success.
And the sources do stress his loyalty. They say it's unquestionable. But signing anyone for that long, nearly 10 years in such a high-pressure job, surely there are risks. Burnout, things getting stale.
Oh, absolutely. That's the inherent tension, isn't it? Even with all the optimism, loyalty is great, success is great, but that very success, that duration,
Yeah.
it makes the negotiation incredibly complex.
And expensive.
And expensive.
Yeah.
And securing Rassie himself
Yeah.
is only part one. The potential deal breaker, the thing that could actually scupper this whole grand plan.
What's that?
It's about his team,
Yeah.
his whole support structure.
Okay, hold that thought. Because before we dig into that whole machine behind Rassie, just a quick reminder for you listening. News like this, locking down a coach possibly until 2031, it develops fast.
It does.
If you want the latest analysis, the insights as these talks progress, make sure you hit subscribe on Rugby Obsession. You won't want to miss any updates on this one.
Good point. Okay, so Rassie's team. The scale of it is huge. The negotiation isn't just, here's Rassie's salary. It's about guaranteeing he keeps his trusted coaching staff.
Because losing even one key person could upset the whole balance.
Totally. It undermines that whole continuity goal we were talking about. It's not just about Rassie's signature, it's about keeping the band together.
And it really is a band, isn't it? Modern rugby success, it's not just one guy. It's this massive, highly specialized machine. We're talking way beyond just a couple of assistant coaches.
Way beyond. Look, to get the full picture, you have to see it in units.
Yeah.
You've got the core management, led by Charles Wessels, the general manager, then the coaching powerhouses. Tony Brown, Dion Davids, Jerry Flannery, Dean Heumann, Felix Jones, Mzwandile Stick.
That's already a lot of expertise. Defense, attack, scrum, skill.
Exactly. Specialized roles, but then you get into the really unique stuff, the marginal gains areas.
Like Dwayne Vermeulen as the Moby unit coach? That sounds fascinating. What does that actually involve?
Yeah, it's a brilliant example of baking specialization into the system. The Moby unit's like this elite mobile task force focusing on specific skills, contact work, breakdown technique, especially for guys playing overseas or coming back from injury.
Ah, so it ensures everyone's aligned with the Springbok way, no matter where they play their club rugby.
Precisely. Maintaining those exact standards in crucial areas, it's a massive edge.
Huge. And then there's the whole science and analysis side. Super high-tech, very clinical. Andy Edwards heading up athletic performance.
Yep, backed by analysts like Patty Sullivan, Lindsay Wire, the sports scientist Sebastian Prim. They crunch the numbers, analyze every tiny detail.
And interestingly, Jocko Piper, the former ref.
Yeah, as laws and discipline advisor. Think about how critical referee interpretations and avoiding cards are in the modern game.
Absolutely. Having that insight internally must be invaluable.
Huge advantage. It's about minimizing risks and, well, maximizing how you can legally push the boundaries.
It genuinely sounds like a Formula One team's level of specialization, but for rugby. And that's before you even get to the day-to-day engine room.
The people who keep the wheels turning.
Yeah.
The team doctor, Dr. Mampain, two physios, Dr. Robin and Lance Lemachis.
Logistics manager J.J. Fredericks, operations manager Zinzik Atash, the media manager Zena Isaacs Van Tonder, even the dietitian Robin Moore.
It's a huge team, maybe 20-plus key personnel. So these contract talks, they're not just about Rassie's salary. They're about SA Rugby, committing the resources, the financial backing to keep this entire complex unit intact and firing on all cylinders globally for potentially another decade.
Wow. That's the sheer scale of the undertaking. Succeeding here isn't just signing a coach, it's underwriting continuity itself.
That's the prize.
So, okay, wrapping this up. What does this all mean for the Springboks' future? Securing Erasmus until 2031 sounds amazing, a massive statement. But we want to hear what you think. Is relying so heavily on this one structure, this specific group, potentially a risk? What happens if Rassie does decide to step away before 2031? The sources don't really touch on succession planning. Is that a weakness in this strategy? Let us know your thoughts.
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? The big unknown hanging over it all. For all the ongoing analysis, the breaking news on this massive effort, make sure you subscribe to Rugby Obsession.
Thank you for listening to the Rugby Obsession Deep Dive, and we'll look forward to you listening to our next episode.